Hey Gemini, let's look at your forecast for the new moon and Mercury in Gemini. It's time for some big positive changes, Gemini. On May the 25th, 2025, Mercury moves into Gemini, which is considered to be a generally favorable placement for expressing ideas, pursuing new interests, and strengthening existing relationships. The following day, May 26th, we will see a new moon in Gemini to further shift and clear out any stuck energy you may be experiencing. So it's almost like magic, Gemini, the fog lifts. And now you see that there are many different options. There are many different ways to move forward, and the obstacles that have been blocking you just kind of disappear. But I think one of the most important changes is clarity returns, Gemini. You have a clearer idea of what you want, and you know what to focus on. You're going to see projects move forward quickly now. All those things you've been working on that have just kind of been drudgery, yeah, they're all going to fall by the wayside because you're going to have some new opportunities and some unexpected luck during this time. So thank you so much for joining me for today's video. My name is Sarah, your mystical BFF, and today we're going to look at the astrology for Gemini with the new moon and Mercury in your sign. This is going to be a powerful time. I'm using Western astrology as well as intuitive insights to bring you information you need to know immediately and also share some tips to make the most of this powerful time. If this type of content resonates with you, why not consider subscribing? And leave me a comment because I love to hear your opinions. So right now, everything is focused on Gemini. The new moon, the sun, Mercury, and Jupiter are all in Gemini. And they will be aided by Pluto. Yeah, Pluto is going to actually be helpful in your ninth house of publishing, broadcasting, legal affairs, international relationships, travel, migration matters, think passports, visas, citizenships, those type of things. So if you're working towards immigration, whether that be a citizenship or just a visa, everything is lining up for you now, Gemini. Also, those pursuing a higher educational degree of some sort can also see roadblocks lift and the entire process becomes much easier. Focus on ideas now, finalize plans, and it's a great time to move forward quickly. You're going to be ready to pursue some of these opportunities that are about to land in your lap. And we're going to see you commit to some of the ideas you've been ruminating over really all year long. And they're going to turn into something tangible now. So this is a great time to get stuff done, Gemini, in a big way. Have you finished that book yet? Now is the time to start writing or editing because it looks very promising for you to publish. So write your life story, write that piece of music, publish that piece of poetry. Just get out there and really believe in it and put your projects forward. Let people see what you've been working on. I think you're going to be really surprised at how quickly it gets accepted too. So if this is a hobby or just even something on your bucket list, still now is the time to follow through with it. This is also a great time to work with other people. You may be blessed with assistance from a mentor, teacher, or old friend during this cycle, one who has great contacts and knows what avenues to take to move everything forward. Reach out there, reconnect with friends, and I think you're going to be surprised at how quickly these projects take off. And I guess I also should stress, this is not just going to be a one-time, one opportunity. This is opening the doorway to many opportunities. So as the fog lifts, as you become clearer on what you really need to focus on, as you put your projects out there, as you go ahead and file for the visa, as you go ahead and make travel plans and publish that book or look for a publisher, we're going to see everything shift. You're feeling more optimistic. You're feeling more like yourself. You're feeling happy about the future instead of being somewhat discouraged. So things are definitely shifting in a very positive light with any academic studies, with any publishing, with any travel, with any immigration. But what else is happening? Well, when we look at your career and finances during this time, we see some positive shifts as well. One of these new projects or joint ventures will probably be your focus not only for the rest of this year, but most of next year. Your future is aided in this by Jupiter. And Jupiter, the planet of luck, is still in Gemini, where it will stay until June the 9th. But it's okay. It's going to move and it will favor you while it's in Cancer, which it will shine its luck on your second house of earned income, salary, and possessions, highlighting any projects, collaborations, or new business venture from the past year and bring them to the forefront now for a big payoff. So in other words, something that you did last year and maybe just recently finished up will now become something more. It will expand. It will suddenly be noticed, and you can expect a payoff with that. So this is a great time, as I said, to launch products, write that book, take a hobby and turn it into a side hustle, or take your side hustle to the next level and turn it into a real business. Collaborate with other people, go back to school. I mean, this is just across the board a really good time for Gemini. Working Geminis can expect a pay increase or bonus. Now, it's probably not going to be life-changing. It's probably not going to be, oh, now you're promoted from one level to the top level. No, but any little bit helps. And it looks like, too, you're going to be recognized for what you're doing. So in the past, you haven't really felt appreciated at your current job placement. And that is going to shift now when higher ups do actually give you some praise and some recognition. If you're thinking about looking for another job, don't let this stop you, because this will make the situation a little bit better, but it's still not your ideal job placement. So keep sending out resumes. Those that are working for themselves can see their business expand right now, and they can also see more buzz around yourself, your product, but also around yourself. So it's going to be an interesting time because, after all, you are a big part of your brand, aren't you, Gemini? And during this time, all forms of communication, including social media, are considered to be more favorable for promoting yourself, your business, your projects. It will be much easier to connect with people online than it's been in the past 6 months or so. So don't hesitate to promote yourself now. Retired Geminis may also see a slight increase in their monthly income. So if you're on a fixed income, you can expect that to rise a little bit as well. Looking at your relationships during this powerful time, we see that they too are looking very inspired. This is a great time to focus on existing relationships rather than start something new. Meet up with friends to catch up and plan a small getaway with your special person. Now, you're charming and your communication skills are making it much easier to connect on a deeper level now. And there will be some new people around you. It looks like you're going to pick up some new admirers, probably online as well as in person. But I would say focus on the existing relationships and the existing bonds, because those are the ones you need to nurture right now. Use this time to talk about important topics also with loved ones. Work together to map out a future that is beneficial for everyone in your family. Talk about the future because things are changing rapidly. The world is still in chaos, yes, but things are working out positively for Gemini, and you may need to do some course corrections, especially now that you have more clarity around the situation and you're going to have these new business opportunities popping up too. Or make some decisions about which one of these opportunities you want to grab onto and which one isn't a good fit. Talk it through with your family, talk it through with your loved ones, your spouse, your partner, because it's going to affect everyone. And it's going to, like I say, be something you're going to be focused on for the entirety of next year. Before you commit to it, keep that in mind. And yes, it does look like there is a possibility of you changing residence. So if you're working on a visa or immigration, that is looking very favorable. So that is definitely something you want to share with your family and your friends. And I also feel like it's going to move very quickly. So just be aware of that. It's almost as if any old roadblocks or obstacles that were in your path are going to disappear now. And the paperwork is going to flow, and then before you know it, voila, it happens. So get ready to celebrate, Gemini. I think overall this is a fantastic time for Gemini. Don't hesitate to reach out there and make the most of this time. Better days are definitely in the works, Gemini. I hope you found this mini reading helpful. If you did, let me know in the comments section. And as always, thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and being a part of the Serenity community. I'm here because of you. I really enjoy talking to you guys. So let me know your thoughts on this and if this resonates with you and which part resonates, because this is definitely going to be an interesting time for Gemini natives. Oh, and don't forget, I have lots of new videos in the queue. There's going to be lots of interesting astrology and world events happening this summer, and I don't want you to miss any of them. And I want you to be ready for them. So if you haven't already, hit that bell so you'll be notified of all the new videos. Thanks so much. I'll speak to you soon. Reiki blessings.